Recently, the courts declared the Finance Bill 2023 null and void in its entirety. What does this spell for the government? Even before we are yet to come to terms with the 2024 bill that was rejected also by the public, the court has dealt a blow to the government. This means we are going back to the Finance Bill of 2022. That posed a tricky challenge for this government. Bear in mind it had a budget of 3.8 trillion. How will it finance? There pose a challenging scenario here. First and foremost, in the Finance Bill 2022, the VAT for fuel was 8%. Or will we go back to the VAT of 8%? Two, the amount of money that was borrowed in 2012 was not the same as the amount of money that is being borrowed now. So that will pose a challenge for the government to finance its activities. And it is a very tricky thing for the government of William Ruto, having it being a broad-based government. There are two dockets following the disbursement of the 2023 budget finance bill, that are going to be very sensitive. And all these dockets, President William Ruto has taken them to the ODM, the Minister for Energy, Opiyo Wandayi, will now handle the matter of fuel. As you know, every 14th of every month, the government, through its body called EPRA, revises its fuel prices. So, will they revert back to the 8%? Which means, shall we see a decrease in fuel price, or will it remain the same? Now that the courts have declared it null and void, the fuel for VAT and petroleum product was increased in the 2023 and the 2024 finance bills. Shall we revert back? This poses a challenge. Two, the Minister for Finance, Mbadi, is an ODM member. The bulk or the burden stops at him. How he will navigate through this is a tall order. He is yet to be vetted, he is yet to be appointed. And when he will be appointed, will he try and revive the hopes in Kenyans? Remember, this government, Kenyans have lost hope in it. This is a government that has taken Kenyans for a ride. No projects. Every time they allocate funds to Metenga, they've never seen anything. So Mbadi has a very big role to play, and every Kenyan is looking at the two. Should they fail, it will go down as saying as ODM, and they'll both carry the responsibility of being in a government that failed. President William Ruto knows that should anything happen, it is not him who is in charge. It is Mbadi and Wandayi. President William Ruto has something to do a lot. He has to restore the confidence of the Kenyans. And Mbadi will have to navigate, bearing in mind that this country has a huge debt, over 10 trillion. So Mbadi will carry the blame. And the next finance bill will come up is next year. That is the next financial year when the government starts, around March. This government has seen many of its bills taken to court and they have been declared null and void. We have the social health that was declared null and void. Among the few, now the finance bill. Everything someone goes to court against the government is declared null and void. Does it mean this government has lost its legitimacy? If it was in a developed country, what the president would have done or the government could have done is to resign. He dissolved his cabinet and reappointed. However, he still reinstated some of them back. And the population or the Kenyan people don't have faith in them. As the vetting is going on, we are seeing some of them are very rich. Someone like Duane talking of a wealth of over 900 million Kenya shillings. And is comfortable about it. Well, it is right for him to be rich, no problem. But those figures are mind-boggling. We have seen Kindiki. And the logic question one would ask, in 2 years, how can you make 100 and something million Kenya shillings when your salary is less than 1 million and there's no genuine business we see you are doing? This government needs to fight corruption, and it's corruption that will bring down this government. How Mbadi and Wandai will navigate through this will be a tall order for them. Remember, everybody is against the coalition government that Raila has entered with William Ruto. And now that the courts have rendered the Finance Bill 2023 null and void, how this government will navigate through its financial challenges, going by the fact that as of now, the country is experiencing liquidity problems. There's no cash everywhere. People are hopeless. There's no jobs. Businesses are closing down. Will the government restore its confidence? Or will President William Ruto continue with his lies and roadside declarations that he is used to? Because to revive the economic situation of the country requires a lot of effort. And the government of the day needs to change and portray a serious picture to its citizens. On 8th of August, the youth are planning another demonstration. They have no faith against this government. It will only take a miracle for this government to work. And let's wait and see what Mbadi and Opio and I will do come 14th of August or next month. We don't know. Now that the courts have declared the finance bill, let us wait for so many litigations or so many questions that Kenyans will ask as to how it will navigate, especially matters like the housing levy. As much as the court did not do away with it, but it was not in the Finance Bill 2022. For the Finance Bill 2022 was for the Uhuru's government. It was nothing to do with Ruto. This is a challenge for this government, especially in how it's navigating. All its two finance bills have been rejected ever since it came to power. For next year, we don't know. We can't talk about it for now. However, the two important bills of the government have been rejected. Is the government illegitimate, or is it right for the government to continue to be in this place when it has lost trust in its people? That's the question everyone is asking about, and let's hope things will change. Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe if you are new to this channel for all your political news and events happening around the world.